I love of all the things in my 30-year career that you could have played, it was the worst review I ever got.
We thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, it is funny for sure, if you're not me.
Love it or leave it. Please welcome to the stage. His bum will be on the chair shortly. It's the one and only Tom Green. Hi, thank you for being here. Oh, I was doing this. Over here? Yeah, go over. Yeah, wherever you want. We have a dog. And what's the dog? Tom needs a microphone. Oh, it's in your pocket.
I keep my microphone in my pocket.
Great. What's the dog's name?
This is Charlie, everybody. Say hi
Hey,
to Charlie.
Come on over here. Tom Green.
How are you? Hey, John, thanks for having me on the show.
Thanks for being here.
And this is Charlie. Charlie's my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with you everywhere?
Yeah, I've been traveling around touring with my dog. Things are going real good for me.
That's so fun. You get to travel with your dog.
Yeah. Yeah, she comes on stage with me at my stand-up shows. This is not her first time on stage. She's one of the most seasoned stand-up comedy dogs in the business today. Yeah.
Especially after that dog from Frasier died.
Yeah, well, thanks for bringing the mood down.
No, everyone hated that dog.
Yeah, okay, fuck that dog.
So, hi. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here. Great to be here.
So, you're the star of a new comedy special called Tom Green, I Got a Mule.
Yep.
What is a mule?
A mule is a half horse, half donkey. It's a hybrid animal. So you take a horse and a donkey, and you make them breed two different species. It's perverted.
And can I ask a question? Does it matter which direction? In other words, does it matter if it's because if it's a tiger and a lion, you end up with a lion and a liger and a
generally
lion.
a male donkey and a female horse.
Right, because the horse would be too big and the donkey would explode.
No, it's more that a donkey is willing to procreate with another species, but a horse doesn't really want to do that. It's still too weird for a horse.
Right. The horse is a little bit pickier.
Yeah.
That tracks with their kind of energies in cartoons.
They're extremely smart.
Really?
Mules, yeah. Huh. People say stubborn as a mule, but they're actually extremely intelligent animals. The hybrid aspect kind of creates a smarter animal.
What is a project where you would say, I don't want a donkey or a horse, I need a mule?
I lived in Los Angeles. I'm from Canada. I lived in Los Angeles for 20 years. 4 years ago, during the worldwide global pandemic.
Sure, remember it.
I moved back to Canada, and I got a farm, and there was a couple of old barns on the property, and I thought it would be kind of fun to get an animal to ride around on. Mm-hmm. And I thought a mule would seem kind of funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny animal because it can't reproduce.
And it just seemed like it would. Yeah, but it seemed like it would look funny too, you know?
Right.
But then the mule I found is a beautiful mule. She doesn't look funny at all. She's very majestic. Fanny is her name.
Oh, that's a nice. That was my great-grandmother's name.
Yeah, well.
She was deaf.
Okay, cool. Yeah, interesting.
She was. Her husband was deaf too, but I never met him. He died before I was born.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think it's any relation to your grandmother at all.
Why not? Yeah, she was from the old country.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Well, it's
but
cool.
More back to your mule.
You ever ride her around in the wilderness, or?
No, she was so frail, but she taught me sign language.
Okay.
And she would let me ring the doorbell that lit up the whole apartment.
Oh, that's so nice. Nice. Your grandma sounds nice.
Your mule, Fanny, still alive?
Fanny, I just got her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just got her like a year and a half ago. And,
oh, wow.
Mules live to be up to like sometimes 40 years old.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So she'll be alive longer than you, probably.
Wow, okay. I mean, I'm pretty healthy.
Yeah, she'll outlive.
Okay,
no,
she'll outlive me.
She'll be around
That's
another
fine.
40 years.
Wow.
You think you got another 40 years
Fanny
in you?
will dance on my grave.
I definitely. It's very possible, yeah. She'll definitely, like, I have a donkey as well. They live to be 50 sometimes, so, and she's only 3, so they'll definitely outlive me. But I'll find them a good place. It's a beautiful thing, man. I love it. I love being back home in Canada. We ride around in the wilderness every day, Fanny and I. And Charlie runs along with us, don't you, Charlie? Don't we have so much fun? And we have chickens, and with the price of eggs right now, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, because how expensive they are.
I get like a dozen eggs a day out there.
Holy
in the coop.
shit.
Yeah.
That's a golden goose,
Absolutely.
but a chicken with eggs,
Absolutely.
real eggs.
Absolutely, it's a good time for that.
Hey, do you think that the young you would think this version of you tracks?
Possible. I mean, I've always liked the outdoors and going out into fishing and nature and things like that. So it's possible. Yeah, it is. I never imagined myself having a mule.
Right.
But I'm enjoying it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But you no horse.
Well, I do have a horse as well, yeah.
Oh, you do? So you have a horse, a donkey, and a mule.
A horse, a donkey, and a mule, and a baby horse.
Huh.
And 6 chickens and 6 guinea hens.
Wow.
And
what's a guinea hen?
It looks kind of like a cross between a quail and a turkey. They eat a lot of bugs.
Nice.
And they go around the property and they eat all the bugs.
That must be peaceful.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. So, but it's a good thing. I love it, and so we filmed this new television show there for Prime Video. Everybody tune in to check it out on Amazon Prime. It's about me trying to figure out how to ride a mule. For the first 6 months, she would not turn left for the first 6 months.
Wow, stubborn.
So we would just go out for a spin, but because they're stubborn, well, it's because they're very smart. So they kind of figure you out. They read your energy. And she determined that I had no idea what I was doing. And that, I think, made her not trust, my decisions to, want to ride off this way or whatever. So she was kind of hesitant. But as we've grown to know each other more, and she's built a trust with me, then things are going pretty good.
That's nice. What is the difference?
You don't give a fuck, do you?
No, I'm interested. Well, I'm thinking more about... No, I do. I'm interested in this. Well, I'm interested in the qualities that make a mule different than a donkey, and a donkey different than a mule, different than a horse.
Sure.
Why not ride the donkey?
Well,
That's funny too.
Donkey's too small.
Really?
Yeah.
What about a burro? What's that?
That is a donkey in Spanish.
Okay.
It's a Spanish word for donkey.
As we all know.
Well, when you get a donkey and a mule, you start to get into it, and I have learned a few things about it. Like
What's Spanish for mule?
Donkey has 63 chromosomes.
63, wow.
A horse has 64. No, sorry, a mule has 63, a donkey has 62, and a horse has 64.
Wow.
So when they become the hybrid, you need to have an even number of chromosomes to reproduce.
Right.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in when they have the two species, they have this sort of odd number of chromosomes, and therefore they aren't able to reproduce. But
that's why.
So that's the difference between a donkey, horse, and a mule.
I wonder
the
what
chromosome count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder what
I
they're
didn't count
missing.
them myself, but I did read about it.
No, yeah,
so.
you read about it. Hard to count. They're so small.
Yeah.
We covered adapting to life as a farmer.
The coyotes killed my chickens.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm not a good farmer.
Hey, don't blame yourself. Don't blame the victim.
The coyotes killed the
They're little
chickens.
fucking sociopaths. This show is very anti-coyote.
They killed all of them but Loretta. Loretta was the lone survivor. It was Shania, Patsy, Dolly, Loretta, June, and Anne. And I love them very much. Loved them, I guess
Loved
I
them.
should say.
But they got
they're all dead now. Loretta's dead now too. Yeah, I'm not a good farmer. I got 2 extra chickens to kind of keep Loretta company, and they pecked her to death. So,
what?
Yeah, I didn't know they did that, but I'm not a good farmer.
Sorry about the coyotes.
I renamed them Manson and Bundy, the nameless chickens, and then I was so mad because I loved Loretta so much I couldn't even really stand looking at them, so I just left the coop door open, and they're dead now too.
Wow. So, yeah. You sort of worked with the coyotes then, it sounds more like you kind of let it happen.
In the second case, yeah, it was just, but not in the initial case. It was a unpredictable attack.
Right, they're smart, the coyotes.
They're actually smart. Yeah, they really are.
They are.
They were able to determine that I was not home. That's when they saw the car, they saw the truck leave, and they came in when I wasn't there, and it was carnage for sure. It's a bad situation. But I'm not trying to bring the mood down with all the dead animal stuff, but
I mean, these people eat chicken.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like they can pretend to be sad, but
I'm surprised they do. But
are you vegan?
No, I'm not. But I figured here everybody was.
Yeah, based on their attitude. I want to ask you about how you feel now about this incredible Ebert and Roper review of Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh yeah, Ebert and Roper. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember this?
Yeah, even the sort of the pinch hitter guy still he hated it too.
The champion is Freddy Got Fingered, with Tom Green making David Spade look like Jim Carrey and Jim Carrey look like Laurence Olivier. It's a vomitorium of a movie starring Green as Gord, an obnoxious retard who makes it his life's work to freak out his dad, played with teeth-gnashing scorn by Rip Torn.
That's nice. I love, of all the things in my 30-year career that you could have played, it was the worst review I ever got.
In fact, does that bother you?
No, I'm just thinking it's kind of interesting.
We thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, it is funny for sure, if you're not me. Oh. No, it's fun because now, Freddy Got Fingered was just inducted into the Criterion Collection. Thank you very much.
Was it really?
Yes, it was, absolutely.
Well, I just think that there was a certain...
I'm not making that up. I know it sounds like I probably am.
There was a certain kind of stick up their nose to a certain the critics to a certain kind of comedy that we're all now nostalgic for. That's why we wanted to play it.
Yeah, no,
because I think that you've
I'm just kidding.
No, I know you are.
Yeah,
I know
it's
you're.
funny. I understand it's funny.
I feel like you're not a guy that takes himself too seriously.
No.
That hasn't been your vibe.
No, I didn't cry for weeks after that review.
Did Roper make you cry?
Head. No.
Did the Siskel understudy Roper make you cry?
Well, no. It wasn't a fun experience though, getting that kind of feedback, because you work hard on a film and I wrote that and directed it and spent several years working on. Then these assholes come out and shit all over it.
Eunuchs at the orgy. That's the old saying about critics.
Yeah, but it's okay. The thing is it's okay. It's kind of was supposed to be a polarizing movie. Did anybody see it?
Of course.
See, like 11 people. So
these are millennials. They've been along for the ride.
It's still got an audience out there. No, it's funny. It's amazing actually. In the last 15 years or so, since came out 20 plus years ago, but the last 10 years or so, it's become something that people actually come up to me and say that they actually liked it.
Huh.
So it's pretty good.
I watched you in a Canadian show where you have to not laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a killer on that show.
LOL Canada. Yeah, lots of fun. Also on Prime Video. Check that out.
It's actually, so it's a show where a bunch of really funny people have to try to make each other laugh, but if you laugh, you get kicked out of the room. Mm-hmm. And you're a monster on that show.
Thank you. It was fun.
You just can't be stopped. And you have that kind of thing where you're always funny.
Yeah.
Always, even right now. It's right now. That's magical.
Right,
what a cool thing.
Yeah.
And now you get to live with a mule.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. It was a fun show. That show kind of led to me doing these 3 shows on Prime that I directed all 3 of the shows. And the last thing I directed was Freddy Got Fingered. So these new shows are going to be good. But
how many horse penises are in these shows?
More
than 0, I
all
bet.
All the animals are female now. So
that's too bad.
But we can get some penis in there for next season.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. Now I'm excited. Now I'm excited for season 2.
Oh, absolutely. You can't leave somewhere to go.
Right, to the horse penis.
Yeah, we have somewhere to expand to.
Yeah.
Horse cock for season 2 for Jon.
For season 2.
Yeah.
And you know what that sound means?
I didn't hear a sound.
No, I know. That's
okay.
how I was cueing it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just hoping you were having a reason for this to end.
No, I'm really enjoying this. The kind of awkward...
There was no sound. Oh, that sound me. There is no fucking sound. He's just coming up with an excuse to cut this short.
No. We have more to do.
I'm having fun. I don't know.
I'm having fun with Tom Green.
Absolutely. No, this is great. This is great to be here. This is amazing.
Love It or Leave It is brought to you by Ship Skis. If you've ever gone on a ski or snowboarding trip, you know that traveling with your gear can be a hassle. Thankfully, Ship Skis came up with a solution to get all of your winter gear to your destination. We're not just talking about your skis and snowboards. They'll even ship your boots, jackets, snow pants, goggles, all of it, including your luggage, so you can focus on the adventure, not the hassle. Skip airport stress and costly airline fees with complimentary insurance, real-time tracking, dedicated support, and on-time delivery. Just schedule your shipment, attach your label, and Skip Skis handles the rest, delivering your gear directly to your destination. Ship Skis offers white glove shipping for ski and snowboard gear. Travel worldwide without luggage. Ship Skis delivers to 180 countries for a hassle-free, gear-free journey. Ship Skis is trusted by thousands of skiers and travelers, rated 4.8 out of 5 on Trustpilot, and has been featured in Forbes, Travel and Leisure, Free Skier, and Inc. Ship Skis, whenever you're traveling with stuff like skis and ski boots, it's such a pain. But then it'd be so imagine just like not having to think about it at all, and you just have your little backpack with your books and your little toys and your treats, and not all the stuff.
Too much stuff.
Right now, Ship Skis is offering our listeners 20% off your first shipment when you go to shipskis.com and use the code LOVEIT. Go to shipskis.com and use the code LOVEIT to get 20% off your first shipment and save yourself the hassle this ski season. That's shipskis.com. Make sure you use the code LOVEIT so they know we sent you. It's time for a segment we call The Tom is Always Greener.
Oh, okay, good. All right, this is cool. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
that's
okay.
nice. Yeah,
I'd say
cool.
not our best.
Yeah, got a good graphics guy. Did that on an Etch-a-Sketch. No, it's quite good, actually.
No, it's really good.
Yeah, I don't want to be negative.
We don't want to be negative. It's really good.
No, it's good.
So we felt like you are in these sort of, you've been this famous comedian, wild-eyed comedian. There it is. There they are. And now you're a kind of a farmer.
Yeah.
And all that goes along with that.
Yeah.
And so we want to see if people have advice that they want to solicit from either version.
Absolutely. Yeah.
From either version.
No problem. I'm happy to take questions from the audience here.
So we welcome questions, and you could seek advice. Maybe it's from the MTV Chaos era pure id Tom Green, or the older, wiser, more relaxed, kind of mule-centric Tom Green.
Yeah.
You see before you today.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
Amari.
Amari.
A-M-A-R-I.
A-M-A-R-I.
Yeah.
If you could pick one food from your farm to hoard for the apocalypse, what would it be?
One food from the farm?
That's a good question.
One food? Well, I'm growing radishes and peaches and, but one food from the farm, probably the mule.
Yeah, it's probably the mule.
I was thinking it'd be funnier to say I'd eat the mule than the radishes, right? So, no.
Would you ever eat the mule in real life?
I would never eat the mule unless it really came to it. When
Well,
it was like,
the answer is yes.
Probably eat the donkey first.
I'm not saying would you eat the mule.
I ride the mule, so she's sort of she does provide a good service for me. I'd probably eat the donkey first and then maybe work my way through Charlie and then... No, we wouldn't do that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
Just kidding. I'm just joking. I would never eat the dog. Charlie would eat me. We would let Charlie eat me. No, anyways, what a weird question you would ask.
Amari.
Come on, Amari.
Come on, Amari.
We're talking about animals and all that. Which animal would you eat first, I can't believe you would ask me which animal I would eat first. I mean, they're not food, they're pets. I love them. No, I know. That's not the question you asked. I'm just joking. I'm just spinning it.
What a weird question,
No, yeah.
Amari.
I don't grow a
disappointed.
lot of fruit, but I do have fruit trees on the property. There is something nice to answer your question seriously. There's something, I don't say it was the only reason I moved out to the country, but you can actually rely on yourself out there and grow food, and there's lots of fruit trees, and I have a garden, and there's, if you needed to, you could survive quite nicely out there without groceries for probably indefinitely. Water comes out of the well in the ground, and there's something kind of, I don't know, it does feel actually kind of comforting in this day and age in these unpredictable times. So, yeah.
That is nice. When I started to think that a pandemic might be coming in February, I did buy a lot of canned tuna.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know what, I guess I thought that things could get really bad, and I would like tuna more than I used to.
Yeah. It's just because it was a
weird
nice
choice.
protein.
Right,
a
right.
meat that was in a can that would be, yeah, I did that too. I stocked, so that's kind of how I ended up moving back to Canada. Was I was here in LA, and I started getting all the canned stuff and beans and non-perishable items.
Sure.
And I'd order my groceries on Instacart, and I'd spray them down with Clorox bleach on the front lawn.
Right.
And then I'd stream that on Instagram so my fans and followers would be safe.
It's always about content.
And then I'd read the comments, and they'd say, "You stupid Hollywood piece of garbage, go back to Canada, bitch." And so I did. I went back to Canada.
Wow. Maybe they were just saying more like kind of a fun gay way, like, bitch, go back to Canada.
Well, maybe.
Maybe
they were being playful.
That's how I would say it.
It could have been being playful, for
bitch,
sure.
go back to Canada.
Yeah.
This person had a question.
Hello there.
Hi. Actually, honestly, followed you for the last probably 25 years. My oldest brother's big fan of the Tom Green Show. My roommate's huge fan. Honestly, Freddy Got Fingered is one of the funniest movies ever.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely hilarious.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
If you were ever given the chance to do like a sequel, soft reboot, whatever, what would you want to do?
Freddy Got Fisted.
Wow, that's you really raised the stakes in a sequel. Like how Speed 2 was on a boat.
Kind of,
Because you can't get off.
Right, exactly. Well, you can in Freddy Got Fisted.
You can get nice.
This time you can get off. Okay.
What is the movie where you're kind of the narrator from the dorm?
Road Trip. Yeah.
Road Trip.
Yeah.
The way you stole that movie, and it was like there's this kind of vaguely normal romp going around, and then you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
None of that they couldn't have been written down. You were just doing things in a room with a cage.
I don't think I was supposed to put the mouse in my mouth.
Right.
Yeah. That was not in the script, but there was a scene where I had to feed a mouse to a snake, and it just it crawled into my mouth on its own. So. Because I was kind of dangling it, and then it kind of crawled into my mouth, and so I just figured, oh, well, let's just go with it. We're improvising. But,
rat.
But that was Todd Phillips directed that movie. Who went over to do The Hangover and Joker and all these great old school. So that was his first movie, and it was an exciting time. So yeah.
I like that. Anybody else want to talk?
Yeah, absolutely. I like talking.
I don't think this is what you're really going for, but I'm genuinely curious. How did Loretta survive the initial slaughter? And then. But in the second part...
Honestly, good question.
It's interesting. She was antisocial. The chickens would free range, and they would usually all stick together, but Loretta was kind of an outlier. She would go off on her own a lot, And I think that's what saved her. I think the coyotes came in, they got all 5 of them, and she was over here on a fence post or something. And so it just kind of, next time you get invited to that party you don't want to go to, just do what Loretta did and just stay on your own. But yeah, she was generally kind of stuck to herself, and I think she was just in the right place at the right time.
But then she was pecked to death by her new colleagues or whatever you call them.
Absolutely, yeah.
So clearly was not standing alone at that point.
It's sweet to think of chickens that make eggs together as colleagues. Working towards the same goal. Do you think they have a Zoom where they're talking about if they're hitting their quotas?
So was the question, how did that happen, or how did that occur?
Avoided the coyotes, but pecked to death by her new friend.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's
Sounds
like
like
Los
Loretta-
Angeles.
Sounds like Loretta wasn't that great of a hang.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when you introduce new chickens to each other when they're older, they don't get along. So they have to be all kind of grow up together, and then they're a flock. But when you bring in 2 new ones, they kill each other.
Yeah. My
So-
dad's had trouble making friends at his retirement community.
Yeah. It's exactly like that.
Nice. Wait, the coyotes were in LA or Canada?
This was in Canada, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lots of coyotes and wolves and bears on the property up there.
We have coyotes here.
Well, absolutely, yeah. They're a little scrawny down here. The coyotes are healthier up in Canada.
Yeah.
Lots of
from
chickens to eat.
Yeah.
Lots of idiotic newbie farmers up there to come in and take advantage of. So.
Did you learn anything from it that you would to do differently?
Yeah, because I do have new chickens now, and there was sort of some mistakes were made for sure. No, like I said, they do actually observe the property. The animals observe the property and knew that I was gone.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
I noticed this when I started seeing when I moved to LA. I was like, wow, the coyotes are genuinely wily.
Yeah,
They are. They're
sure.
wily coyotes.
Absolutely.
You know, and they're smart.
Yeah.
And other animals run away from people.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, if you see a squirrel and the squirrel runs until it can't see anymore.
Yeah.
Any other animals, they run away as far as they can. Coyotes, they step back, but they're not. They don't need to run all the way away because they know that you're not going to chase them.
No,
They're
were
smart. Little fucking sociopaths.
So now, like, it's true. It is true. They are extremely intelligent. So what I do is I leave the. First of all, if I know I'm going to be leaving that day, I don't let the chickens out. So
Right.
if I know I'm going to be gone for an extended period of time, I don't let the chickens out. And then when I do have to leave while the chickens are out, I might leave the radio on, playing some talk radio, and then the
that
coyotes
works.
feel that there might be some people around. And maybe I'll play your podcast actually next time.
Oh, that'd be nice.
They'll probably come in though
They're
to
like-
sit around and listen. I
It
guess.
sounds like there's 2 people plus a small group. They're not really laughing. How many are there? It's hard to tell. It's between 5 and 30 people. Sometimes it sounds like more. It usually sounds like more people.
Yeah. No, it sounds good. Sounds like you're killing it here tonight. This is awesome, man. Yeah, really cool. Thanks for having me.
I like your dog.
Thank you. Isn't she good? So we're on tour right now. So if you want to come see Charlie and I perform, we're actually going to be up in Colorado and then traveling. We're actually traveling in a camper van and cruising out across the country and performing as we go. And on our days off, going out into the wilderness, into the American Southwest, and doing a lot of photography and videography for my YouTube channel. So you can go check that out if you want to see Charlie and I sitting on a mountaintop somewhere. You can go look at hours and hours of that, which is quite exciting.
Do you think the mule
misses me? Or?
Well, I was going to say, like,
I miss the mule. I actually miss the mule. I miss Fanny. So.
Do you think the mule is a mule attracted to donkeys, horses, or other mules? And I would assume other mules, which would mean mules in some sense have a desire to reproduce that can't ever come to pass. But they can't possibly know that there's some kind of basically abomination.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
they have a desire to make more mules, but can't be part of it. They can never make another mule. Do you think? What do you think?
They're not like a weird sort of Frankenpet or something like that. Like they are actually pretty incredible animals. Like they're very smart. They settled the West. George Washington basically is responsible for bringing mules or donkeys to America in order to create mules, in order to use them in war and moving things across the country. And so they're very, very hardy animals, and amazing, amazing animals. Yeah, not something to be sneered at for sure. They're incredible, and I got to defend Fanny's honor here, ladies and gentlemen.
I have nothing but respect and love for Fanny. I think I want to protect the mule.
She's a good girl, and she's really smart, really smart. I love her very much.
They brought these wild boars from Russia. That mated with the hogs.
Okay.
And created kind of giant
javelinas, I think, right?
Yeah, the giant, dangerous, super smart, unstoppable hog boars.
Yeah.
You know, those giant feral hogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people joke about the people shooting them with the guns, but they really are a terrible menace, these big, giant feral hogs. Do you have to deal with them?
I'm in the province of Ontario. There's some wild boars beginning to sort of appear in that part of the world. And they're trying to encourage people to shoot them on sight for sure.
Do you do that? What's that? Would you do that?
I haven't had an opportunity to, so I don't see them. They're very uncommon up there. I don't like the idea of that. I do love animals too much to want to really be able to. But maybe a feral hog. Maybe I could, if it was attacking.
Right, coming for Fanny.
Maybe then possibly we could consider that, yeah.
Yeah, to self-defense entirely.
Yeah.
To protect the beautiful mule.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But there are, there's not a lot of wild boars up there in Canada at this time.
All right, well, that's reassuring.
Yeah.
Everybody, you can watch Tom Green, I Got a Mule, Tom Green Country, and this is the Tom Green documentary, the three films we're just talking about on Prime Video. Tom Green, everybody.
Thank you.